My name is Garrett Brumfield. I started a motivational movement called Overcome Yours. But first, you all need to know about me. And the reason I'm in this scooter is because I have CP. Now, a show of hands, how many of you all know anything about cerebral palsy in here? Does anybody know anything? Okay, so a few of you. So basically, cerebral palsy is a neuromuscular disorder, and it affects people in many different ways. So basically, it affects me. I was born 3 months premature. That's a big thing. And then I also have low muscle tone, and I hated that word, low muscle tone. What does that mean? But basically, that means I have weakness in my legs and in my right side. So basically, I'm very strong and very dominant in my left side, more so than my right. So basically, so if you were to throw me a tennis ball to my right and my left hand, I could catch it in the air like Derek Jeter. But then if you throw it to my right side, I'd miss it totally. This presentation today, though, I want to talk about is about bridging the gap. And to bridge the gap, you need to do it through something physical, like physical therapy. And you all are studying to be physical therapists and studying to help others. But also, just as important as physical therapy is also social therapy. So, before I talk about that, I want to talk about the fact that I really, really dislike physical therapy. So, y'all are probably going to hate me right now because y'all are all studying to be a physical therapist, and I just could not stand it one bit. I'll tell you in a little bit how that all changed for me. But first of all, I want to talk a little bit about what I call social therapy. And to understand social therapy, there's 3 certain things that I feel like that I needed to know and that you all can learn as well. And that is the fact that, society doesn't really, doesn't really hold a great place for people with disabilities. People don't necessarily understand people with disabilities. It's funny, a lot of people have told me and asked me certain things. They'll ask me things like, can you drive? And so when I tell them that I can drive a truck and all this stuff, they're blown away. But for me, it's just something I've always wanted to do. It's not, it's nothing different for me. It's part of my life. I mean, I've always wanted to do those things, and people ask me the strangest questions. Like, what's wrong with you? And I'm thinking, there's a nicer way to ask that. You could at least say, "Excuse me, what's wrong with you, sir?" You can at least throw a "sir" in there, and, make it a little nicer, and I'm just like, but literally, I mean, I've gotten out of my truck before, and people are like, "Yeah, so what's your deal?" And I'm like, "What's your deal, bro?" I mean, So that's society's view, and we're trying to change that. And I want you all to help change that as well through all the things that you do to help people with disabilities through physical therapy. And you've also got the way your friends and your families view you. And, your friends and your family view you a certain way because, we're all viewed a certain way. So basically, they know who I am. Same with you. Your friends and family know who you are. They know what you're about. They know your desires, too. But they don't always know how to help. And that's case in point for me. Like, my friends know a whole lot about me, but they don't necessarily know the best way to tell me how to get through a certain situation. Tell me how to, live my life a certain way, having a disability. I'll go to them and ask them certain questions, and they'll be, I don't know, man. I don't know what, I don't know what to tell you. And so I really found out that I needed my own view. And your view of yourself is more important than anything. It doesn't matter about what society thinks of you, your friends and family. Your biggest struggle comes from within. So if you can get a hold of that and understand that, then you'll be good. Now here's the thing, though. I learned that I must accept. I had a heck of a time accepting my disability. I didn't. That's why I did not like physical therapy, because I did not accept the way that I was. I did not want to be seen as different, so in turn I did not want to do physical therapy, I did not want to go to the gym. But as you can see, I got back in the gym. I took a long time off. I took 5 years off of the gym and physical therapy. But recently got back into doing that, and it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. I must overcome. That's what Overcome Yours is all about. We all have obstacles that we need to overcome in life. Every one of us in this room. I mean, it's not just about something physical. It's not about something, mental or emotional. I mean, everybody has something they need to overcome. So I knew that to overcome, like I said, I needed to get back in the gym. I needed to fully accept myself and my situation, and I needed to just live my life and not necessarily worry about what society thought of me. And it's hard. I mean, it's hard, honestly and truly. Every day there can be a struggle. Every day, it can be difficult to get up and do my own thing because, there are so many other factors. Even if I accept myself, somebody else may not. They may not know how to approach me, may not know how to, just communicate. I mean, a lot of people are nervous or scared to come up and talk to anybody. And I've got friends with CP and other disabilities, and they tell me the same thing. Like they notice how their friends get treated and how they get treated. It's different. But I must overcome that. I must get past that and do the best that I can do. And I also must turn my negative into a positive. And that's what I'm doing right here today. I'm turning my situation, opening myself up to anything, to tell you just about my whole life. And this is a very short presentation. There's much, much more that I can talk about, but through Overcome Yours, I not only want to tell my story, but other people's stories as well. So with that said, again, what is Overcome Yours? And I've already said it a little bit, but Overcome Yours is a motivational movement. I mean, it's not about me, it's about everybody. And I want to share other people's stories as well. And one thing I want to tell you all is that you can start a movement too. I mean, you have the power, like I said, to influence so many people and change lives through physical therapy. I mean, going through physical therapy school and everything. I mean, y'all are trying to be doctors of physical therapy, and that's pretty cool. I mean, that really is. And you can be the person that helps people that are struggling, and you can connect with people on a deeper level because you may not know physically or mentally what they may be struggling with, but you may be able to give them some advice from other people that you have mentored, other patients, other people you know. And that's really important. And one of the other reasons I didn't like physical therapy was because a lot of the therapists that I had in the past didn't necessarily connect. They were just kind of, hi, how you doing, good to see you, let's do this thing when we get out of there. But I really, really enjoy the people and the therapists that are able to connect. Just you get to know a little bit about them, they get to know a little bit about you, and it makes the experience so much better for everybody involved. And be a voice. You're going to work with people with all different conditions, and some people may not be able to voice their opinion so much. Some people, you may have to work harder with other people. I'm very fortunate to not have any struggles cognitively, but you may work with people that do. And you may work with people that can't move around at all. I mean, I'm fortunate to be able to move around. I mean, like I said, I'm in the scooter right now, but I'm fortunate enough to be able to move around as much as I do. So you just got to be aware of that and be a voice for everybody, But again, that's what this is all about. And I want you all to get involved in this Overcome Yours movement, just like I want to know what else is going on with you all in this physical therapy program. I want you all to get involved. With that, I just want to thank you all for sitting here for the last few minutes and listening to a little bit of my presentation.